All right. So, ladies, everybody watching and listening, just make yourself comfortable here with your hands and feet not crossed, not touching, and keeping your chin nice and level. Now, I want you to raise your eyeballs up as high as you can, as if you're looking into your own eyebrows, and take a deep breath in through your nose. And breathe out. Good. Now take another deep breath in. Your eyeballs are up. Yes, and every time your eyelids flutter like that, Lachelle, that is hypnosis coming upon you. Breathe out. Lachelle, drop your chin just a little bit. Good. Now one more time, take a deep breath in, and you're going to hold the breath up at the top this time. And while keeping your eyeballs up, you're going to slowly lower your eyelids down over your eyeballs. Very slowly. Perfect, Nikki. Perfect, Lachelle. Yes, Crystal. Exhaling all the way out. Perfect. Now, relax your eyeballs. Relax your forehead. Relax your cheeks, your jaw. I want you to notice if your tongue is relaxed inside of your mouth. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Now, take another deep breath in. Fill your lungs up with air. Fill your heart up with love. Yes. Now, on the exhale, send that love all the way down to the tips of your fingers and all the way down to the tips of your toes. And just invite in a soothing, calming, relaxing feeling into your mind and into every cell of your body. The muscles and the nerves in and around your eyes are starting to feel heavy and droopy and drowsy, as if they've been glued shut, sealed shut, and locked together. So you can just forget all about your eyes right now and just really invite in this warm, confident, loving feeling. Now, picture in your mind a flight of 10 steps descending down in front of you. And as I count backwards from 10 to 1, you're going to hear your feet, see your feet, and feel your feet, making contact with each step as you drift deeper and deeper and deeper into hypnosis. So right now you are moving on to step 10. As each muscle and every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You are taking step 9, and you can hear your feet making contact with every step as you drift deeper, traveling deeper and deeper into hypnosis. You are taking step 8. And now step 7. And you can feel your feet treading every step as you travel and float deeper and deeper and deeper still. You are now moving on to step 6. And every sound you hear, every snap of my finger, any other noise or movement around you is just simply carrying you further and further into the most calm and pleasant, wonderful, loving feeling. Now, take another deep breath in. You are now moving on to step 5. You're halfway down, so just drift deeper, travel deeper, and float deeper and deeper still. Perfect. Now you're moving on over to an even deeper level as you take step 4 and step 3. Moving even deeper into an awareness of the original coding and blueprint as God created you, and you go deeper. You're moving from step 3 now to step 2, going deeper into an awareness of yourself. And now you are moving all the way down to step 1. So just drift deeper, travel deeper, float deeper, and deeper still. Yes. Now, in this beautiful, relaxed space where you are, I want to invite you to summon, to call forth from your subconscious mind a beautiful, poignant scene, a memory, a moment in time, from any time from your past. where you experienced joy, love, connection, appreciation. On the count of 5, just let yourself drift back, float back to that scene, place, and event in time that is all to do with this feeling of joy and happiness and connection. On the count of 4, you're becoming younger. On the count of 3 and 2, you're becoming smaller, lighter, and shorter, drifting back, right back to the scene, place, event, and time that is all to do with this feeling of feeling unstoppable, of having so much fun, joy, and camaraderie. And now, on the count of 1, it's like you're watching it on the computer screen of your mind. And right now, I'm going to snap my finger, and each one of you right now can see, clear as day, that scene happening right there in front of you. It's almost like you're reliving it. It's a part of you. And I invite each one of you that when you are aware, when you can see and feel the joy of this beautiful scene, this poignant memory, to place your left hand upon your beautiful heart. Yes. Yes. Now take a deep breath in. And now, I invite you to really bless this moment. Wherever you are in this particular memory, however old you are in this particular scene, know that this is the truth of who you are. This is the truth of who you are. And this is always possible for you in your life now. Feel in your heart, see in your eyes, experience in your ears and in your eyes the words, the joy, the things that are taking place in the memories that where you are right now. And now, bring them with you. Keep them in your heart always and bless them. So I invite you to take 3 deep breaths in. With each breath, tune into the joy. Tune into that light. Tune into that connection that you experienced at this time, knowing that it is always, always possible. So we're going to let that scene go for just a moment, and we're going to invite in another scene, another beautiful, poignant memory. So right now, ladies, on the count of 5, just let yourself drift back, float back to a different, yet another vivid, vital, and crucial memory, a significant scene. You can lower your hand if you like, to a poignant moment in time that is all to do with this feeling of accomplishment, of knowing that you are able, that you are overflowing with kindness and abundance, and that this is fun, whatever it is you're doing. So right now, on the count of 5, you're drifting back to that scene, place, and event and time that is all to do with play, with fun, with accomplishment and achievement. On the count of 4, you're becoming younger. On the count of 3 and 2, you're becoming smaller, lighter, and shorter, drifting back, right back to that scene, place, and event and time. And now, on the count of 1, I'm going to snap my finger, and this second scene is right there. You can see it. And when you can feel it in your heart again, place your hand on your beautiful heart. You've got this second scene there where once again, you are connected to joy. You are connected to love. It is so beautiful, and you thank God. You thank yourself. You thank your ancestors for facilitating this moment, this blessed moment, this fun moment, this joyous moment, whatever it is for you. Now take 3 deep breaths in. With each one, you are blessing this experience. And you are calling it forth into your experience today. You are creating a blueprint right now that is traveling up through all 7 of your chakras, from your root all the way up from your gut to your heart, your throat, all the way up to your crown. You can feel your crown resonating, vibrating, radiantly, full of joy, full of gratitude. Another breath in, feeling this light, feeling this joy radiating throughout every cell of your body. You just thank God. You thank your parents. You thank your soul. Yes. Knowing that this is always possible, that this is always available to you. Because the truth is, this is who I am. So I invite each one of you right now out loud just to say, take a breath in, and then on the exhale, say, this is who I am. And again, deep breath in. This is who I am. Deep breath in, and on the exhale, this is always available to me. This is always available to me. Yes, just let that float, let that resonate beautifully, deeply in your mind, body, soul, and spirit right now and in your heart. Now, knowing that this connection, that this abundance, that this lightness is always available to you. On the count of 5 right now, you can feel a lightness. You can feel a tingling in your fingers and in your toes. On the count of 4, wherever you are, you can feel maybe the small of your back or the back of your thighs where you're sitting. On the count of 3, take another deep breath in and fill your lungs up with air, fill your heart up with love. On the count of 2, very gently, roll your shoulders back and forth. Rock your head from side to side, very, very gently. Feel the relaxation. Yes, nice and slowly. And now feeling completely at peace, feeling joyful, knowing that you are standing on the brink of a whole new horizon, feeling effervescent, feeling unstoppable, knowing that you are divine. Whenever you are ready, you can slowly open up your eyes and come back to a full state of awareness. Yes, just notice what you are experiencing now in this moment. Nothing to prove, no void to fill. Notice now, Crystal, Lachelle, Nikki, anyone who may be watching, if the camera lens of life that perhaps you were looking at life through earlier today, maybe was a little hazy or maybe even had a few cracks in it. Notice as you go through the rest of your day, maybe sometimes you might actually, it looks like your lens is wider, it's cleaner, it's clearer. There are no cracks in your lens, right? Because we're all perceiving life based upon the awareness of our own perceptions that come from our upbringing. And so I know I was living all of my life until I was 40 with a cracked, hazy lens that was really, really, really tiny. And now it's just wide open. And so just notice, I invite each one of you to notice as you go through the rest of your day. Tune into that lightness in your step. Make eye contact, with God in the mirror. Do these things, and you are going to notice a difference. I'd love to hear what this experience was like for each one of you.
Charles, that was amazing. Anybody want to go? Y'all heard from me. Christine, want to say anything?
I can't talk right now.
Okay. Any of our viewers want to say anything?
Yeah. We don't. Sometimes it's just so precious. Yes, fill your lungs up with air and fill your heart up with love.
That was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Eileen.
That was great. It was so interesting to see what two memories came, which was awesome. And in that experience, I realized that the first memory was really represented how I feel, and the second memory represented how I want others to feel in my presence.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
And also, as I was going down the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
by the time we got to step 4 or 5, the rest of my steps were submerged in water. So it was like I was going into a pool, which I'm realizing it was my way of feeling lighter and floating. So the further I went into the water, the lighter I felt. So by the time we were at step 1, I was completely underwater and just floating.
I love it. I've heard from people that they go down the steps and they're in a garden. They go down the steps and they're at a beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll start with the steps. I didn't understand it. I was trying to, when I looked down at my feet on step 10, excuse me, my feet were huge and heavy. And then by the time I got down to past 4, everything was like smaller, lighter. Like it was.
Mm-hmm.
And the two memories that came up for me, the first one, I was trying to be in the moment that we were in, but I was also trying to figure out why that came up to me, and that was a place where I felt safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's Crystal. That's so beautiful because your subconscious mind, I mean, you all are just so powerful and so beautifully creative with your imagination. Your imagination and your subconscious mind, our subconscious mind has, I created this metaphor. It's like we live our whole lives not knowing that we have this invisible puppet master pulling the strings in our lives. And every single one of these invisible puppet strings that gets attached to our soul, to our mind, to our heart, are connected to all of that stuff, all of the limiting beliefs and the feelings of not being safe, or you're not allowed to speak your pain. You're just hold it in. That was me, hold it in my whole life. And so what RTT can do, and this HypnoGift gets to demonstrate even just in this little 15-minute period of time, is we get to lovingly, we're not ripping them out, right? That's the part that's so precious to me. We're not ripping them out. We are lovingly removing them. We're just lightly snipping them because it didn't feel for you. I would imagine, I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions, but it didn't feel like you were like, being, it wasn't being ripped from you, these invisible strings, but you probably all have experienced this, like, why am I saying the things that I'm saying? Why am I doing the things that I'm doing? We're being pulled by the invisible puppet master up there. And so when we snip those strings, so we've been living our whole lives not knowing that we've been manipulated by these invisible puppet strings. When we snip them, sometimes what can happen, not always, sometimes what can happen is we may feel a little out of balance because we've been accustomed to dancing with those puppet strings and making it look cute, right? I knew how to do that. Then we snip the puppet strings and you're like, wait a minute, who am I without these codependent behaviors? Who am I without this people-pleasing aspect of myself? Who am I without always reaching for a drink? Really, who am I? And so being able to have the hypnotherapy along with the coaching on the conscious level, because you can't just live your life walking around in hypnosis, but to support you on the conscious level, just like what Nikki does with training, getting fit. We need that. We have to have support on the conscious level while we are doing this realignment on the subconscious side.